Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Inoma's Mega Music Reaction Fest 2. We are going to give a reaction to What It's Like by EVERLAST. This is a Patreon request. Thanks for making this request, and this is the first time single take honest reaction to What It's Like.
Yeah.
Ready?
Let's get started.
Slobs, all he replied. But God forbid you ever had to walk a mile in his shoes. Then you really might know what it's like to sing the blues. Yeah, then you really might know what it's like. Yeah, then you really might know what it's like. Yeah, then you really might know what it's like. I know what it's like. Mary got pregnant from a kid named Tom, said he was in love. He said, don't worry about a thing, baby doll, I'm the man you've been dreaming of. But 3 months later he said he won't date or return her call. And she swear, goddamn, if you find that man cutting off his balls. And then she heads for the clinic and she gets some static walking through the door. They call her a killer and they call her a sinner and they call her a whore. But God forbid you ever had to walk a mile in her shoes. 'Cause then you really might know what it's like to have to choose. Then you really might know what it's like. 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 I seen a rich man beg, I seen a good man sin, I seen a tough man cry. I seen a loser win and a sad man grin. I heard an honest man lie. I seen the good side of bad and the downside of up and everything between. I licked the silver spoon, drank from the golden cup, and smoked the finest green. I stroked the baddest dimes these a couple of times before I broke their heart. You know where it ends, yo, it usually depends on where you start.
Wow, this was intense, this was profound, this was meaningful, this was thought provoking. And I guess everybody who listens to it will find themselves in the same position as we are. What are the blues, what you have to choose, and what it means to lose. You will know only when it happens to you.
Yeah, in counseling, one of the foremost qualities that a counselor needs to have is empathy.
It's empathy,
Yeah, more than the communication skills, more than the ability to just understand, more than the ability to analyze things. The most important ability is to show empathy. And this song is all about that. It's all about being too quick to judge at times. And at the same time, you will only understand what a person is going through when you are in their shoes, when you are literally in the same position as they are in today, when you judge them or when you look at it in a particular way. So there are three stories shared, so beautiful. A guy named Max, a wife of a guy, and another person who's begging outside a store. Amazing lyrics, so thought-provoking. Most beautiful part of the song was when all those lines came in. Many lines, 7, 8 lines, which gives a contrast of all the things he has already seen in his life. Perhaps the songwriter, perhaps the band.
I've seen the rich man beg.
Yeah, so many different things.
Good man be bad.
I wish that such lines would be found that often in songs.
Yeah.
It's so rare to find 7, 8 lines so beautifully strung together, which makes such deep, profound sense. And as we know, common sense is not so common. We are so quick to judge, we are so quick to call someone something, label someone something, react to things. We are so quick to put somebody down. Sometimes people are so quick to bully, to target somebody because of a mistake or because of something that a mishap, even not just a mistake, it might be a mishap. But yet we target that person as just like it was said about the wife of the man. So we kind of start targeting them, bullying them, mocking them at times, as if we understand exactly what's happened and what that person has gone through at that particular moment when it happened.
The worst was the instance of Mary, the lady who was pregnant and who went probably for an abortion, and how people were too quick to pass judgments and call her sinner or whatever they could, a demon, for doing that, not knowing what exactly and why exactly she's doing it. People don't know what people are going through, and most of the time people are very, very, very quick to judge. That's where counseling is important in today's society. Most people think counseling is given, or the facility is provided to give people a solution to problems. That's what people think. That most people, a layman, a general person, thinks that you need to go for a counseling when you don't have answers to your questions, or you're looking for a solution in a tough phase of your life. But they don't realize, even those who are learning it, they don't realize counseling isn't about giving suggestions and advice to people who are coming to ask or who are coming for the counseling. It's all about feeling the same pain that they are going through, empathizing with them without being judgmental, without being biased, and listening to them wholeheartedly, whatever they want to say. That's what in today's time people need the most. They need ears. All they need is ears. We all have 2 ears and 1 mouth, but for some reason our mouth works more than our ears do. So everybody needs 2 ears, not words. Words are all over the place, but there are very few ears which are listening to those words, which are understanding those words, which are empathizing or understanding what is happening. We also gave our reaction to Jetrutal's Aqualung. It was on similar lines.
Also Crash Test Dummies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is nice.
So Everlast has created a beautiful song. It's like a masterpiece for
It
me.
is a masterpiece.
It's
And
very
the way
simple,
guitar
the
goes,
tune.
awesome.
It has a hip hop
It was
vibe.
simple. It was
It's
simple.
like a rock song, but it has a hip hop vibe. And it's so interesting of the fusion of the hip hop beats along with the guitar and his beautiful voice of the lead vocalist of Everlast. I think I've heard him or we have reacted to the
We have
singer
reacted.
along with Santana.
Yeah, we have reacted to
Yeah.
one song from
Yeah.
Everlast.
And it's amazing. It's amazing. The lyrics are so profound. We live in a world where, because of the popularity and proliferation of social media, it's become like a fish market. Everyone is constantly throwing judgments, casting labels, talking, communicating, sharing things which they should not be really sharing, discussing things which they should not be discussing on an open forum. Everyone is very quick to judge these days. In fact, I dislike a few things about this particular platform, or for that matter, all aspects, all other platforms in the sphere of social media. The things that I dislike are the fact that we have a dislike button. I also dislike that we have a like button.
Yeah.
We need to go back to the good old days where we are not programming people to cast a judgment on this reaction, on this song, on anything that is seen or heard. What are we doing on these platforms? We are becoming like horrific,
Judgmental
misleading, manipulative teachers who are giving a button to people, one on the right, one on the left, and you click one. One is down, one is up, and you click it. We are programming people to make a judgment, and it's never ever good to do that. We need to realize that it's all starts with these basic teeny weeny things. The dislike button, the like button, the numbers that are on these videos, they don't really matter. And we are programming ourselves every single day by saying, we are judging. There will be 5 reactions perhaps for such a song today on the whole of YouTube, or 5,000 reactions maybe to various musical compositions, songs, trailers, and whatnot. If there are 3 reactions for this particular song by Everlast, what it's like, and one of them has 45,000 views in 3 hours, the second one has 400 views in 3 hours, and the third one has 50 views in 3 hours. It may be a coincidence that I'm talking about here, but hypothetically, if you look at these 3 examples I've given, you are programmed, you, me, she, all of us are programmed to watch the video that has 45,000 views in 3 hours. That's the sad part of the world that we live in today. It wasn't this way 50 years ago. It was not so bad. It wasn't this way when I was born 42, 43 years ago. It wasn't this way 30 years ago. But today, because of the vast array of communication modes, systems, and media, we are programmed by the system and by our peers and by the society and by our parents and our teachers and ourselves. Ultimately, we start programming ourselves that we must judge people instantly. Just me saying all this, people hit the dislike button. How quick they are to judge. They have not walked a mile in our shoes, like Everlast says. They don't know how much effort goes into talking this way that I am talking right now, or how you presented it from the beginning. They don't know how much time it takes to record this and how much time it takes to edit it and render it. They don't know. And even if they do know, does that mean you pass a judgment by disliking it or liking it? I think it all starts with these little things, and what a beautiful song this is. I guess that's all that I have to say. Do you have anything more to say? We are almost out of time. But if you have something important to say it.
Well, I still like the radio system. I remember when we were younger and radios were much more common those days. And if one of us, like siblings, would be singing something and we didn't like his, the voice or something like that, you know what we would say in a very nice way. I wish you sang on radio. So the person, it was a joke, it was a common joke. So the person would get very happy. She's asking me to sing on radio, I'm so good. So that I could put off the radio. There was no like or dislike. Radios would play music. People liked, they would sit and listen to it for hours. People didn't like, they would keep it off and do something else.
Yeah,
you had that option.
Nobody would keep track of it every single second of the day.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.